Virtual worlds have been growing by huge amounts lately, the Second Life being the biggest example. And we wanted to try to take that stuff like Second Life, which is just for entertainment and for fun, and see if we could use that for real serious engineering science work. We wanted to actually put scientific data in, engineering data into a virtual world so engineers can do collaborative work together in this sort of environment. There's a lot of student-supported work. We got a couple different packages. We did two different projects actually. One was based on an open source version of Second Life called realXtend, and one was based on a game engine called Unity. And part of the purpose was to try these things out and see what their capabilities were, see what we could do with them. And we oriented them around something that was applicable here. So in the Second Life version, we took some models that were already developed by the GIS group and put them into a world to make a virtual Langley, where you can walk down the street of Langley and see the buildings, see the hangars, see the wind tunnels, and that was just to try out the tool. For the Unity game engine, we did a different thing where we were trying to do actual immersive virtual human exploration, and that's where we went and explored the Cornwallis Cave in Yorktown, took a bunch of data from there, LiDAR data, image data, combined that together to make a complete 3D scene, put that into the Unity game engine, and then let users move around collaboratively in that game and try to explore the data that we brought back from the cave. We chose the Cornwallis Cave because this is similar to a lava tube that you might find on the moon or Mars. For the virtual human exploration aspect, it's very important because we're not sending people up there. And so if we can't send astronauts to explore places anymore, we can send robots there, scan the whole area, bring the data back, put the data into this virtual environment, and explore the virtual environment just like you were actually there. The virtual worlds are growing quite a bit in various industries around the country. Mostly it's in entertainment, of course, but it's also growing very much in the business world and being able to have meetings, have group gatherings, have conferences. They can do all this virtually in an environment that's very analogous to a real world, so that they can sit there and feel like they're actually in the meeting. The other thing we could start talking about is how to do engineering work in here. For example, putting the wind tunnels, take the sensor data from a wind tunnel, plug that straight into the virtual world so that you could actually be sitting there looking at this wind tunnel test in the virtual world as it's happening. We got these proof of concepts that finally are able to show these ideas of here's what a virtual world is, here's how we can do it, here's something you can actually do in it. And so that was pretty nice just to get something that we can now show people, here's what we were talking about. I found out that you can actually do quite a bit quite quickly if with the tools that are out there. There are some limitations still in the technology. We found that out too, but they were still very good tools. And so kind of found out what was out there, what the best stuff is, what the cutting edge state of the art was, and now we know a little bit of hints of what direction we should be going in the future.